Wer arbeitet in Deutschland zu wenig? Laut Carsten Lindemann. Die Rentner. Ja, Carsten Lindemann sagt, dass die Rentner in Deutschland zu wenig arbeiten. Yes, that's true. You know why that is? Because they're fucking retired, Carsten Lindemann. How's that? Die sind in Rente. That's why they don't work. Okay? Now look, I have to be fair. The plan behind this stupid sentence from Carsten Lindemann is pretty good, but it's not going to do what they think it's going to do. Okay, so Carsten Lindemann was on Karen Mioska, the horrible bitch that obviously wants to fuck Robert Habeck. It's gross looking at her and him in the same room. It's like, bah. Anyway, she asked the guy, Carsten Lindemann, the guy who's supposed to be speaking for the CDU, about who he feels like is working too little in Germany. And he said the retired people are working too little. And we're going to change that. So it's unreal. These people are unfucking real. Okay? I'm going to tell you why in just 1 second. So guys, it's Monday again. It's the 26th of May, 2025. It's 11:10 in the morning in Germany. This is the Insanity Report for Germany for today. And yes, I was waiting for the most insane shit I heard all weekend. And it's this, that Carsten Lindemann actually got out there and said the people that are working too little are the people who are already retired. So, yeah, I don't know if that's going to score big points, but the plan behind it's actually pretty good. So what the CDU wants to do, right, that what they want to do, this is not necessarily going to, the thing is, this is going to be good for the retired people who want to work still. It's going to be good, a great way to earn great extra money. But of course, the CDU has to get this past the actual kings of Germany, which is the SPD party, right? And I don't know if they're going to go for something like this, but if they did, what would happen is the CDU would put out a plan that would allow people that are already retired to get an extra $2,000 a month tax-free by working on the side. Now, that for them would be amazing because, you know what? They're already getting pretty small amounts of retirement pay, pension money as it is. And that's not thanks to the German government over the past decades that they're basically getting fucked on their pensions, right? So a lot of them want to work, but it doesn't do them any good because, you know, if they go to work, they can only earn like $450 or $520 or something like that a month without getting taxed out the ass on it or losing parts of their pension. That's why they don't do it. You know, so allowing them to work for $2,000 a month would be amazing for them, right? That would be amazing for them. But considering that this plan would actually benefit some of the citizens of the country, you can pretty much count on it not happening, right? The only laws and bills and things that go through in Germany are the things that strangle the public, that make the, you know, put more, you know, make the public have to pay more money, make the public have to accept more illegal immigration, make the public have to accept more infringements on their rights. Those are the only things that actually the government ever gets through. Anything that actually helps the people, fat chance. Don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, it would be good. All right. Now, the thing though is, Carsten Lindemann is trying to say that we have an economic problem in the country. Yes. And part of that economic problem is due to not enough people working or people working too little. Well, you know why that is, guys. You know why that is. Because we have this fucking ridiculous Bürgergeld system that allows people to illegally get in the country, go in and sit on their ass, and us, the people that pay the taxes, have to pay for their existence for the rest of time. Those people aren't working. That's right. And you know who else is working? Younger people that can't get the job that they want to have, which is basically going to be working from home, you know, sitting on their ass, being able to fucking be on TikTok all day for $20,000 a month. And they can also get Bürgergeld and sit on their ass until one day maybe their dream job comes along. But the worst thing about it is when Carsten Lindemann gets asked who is not working in this country, who's working the least in this country, The answer can't be the fucking retired people. The answer is all of the immigrants that get let in here and are either not allowed to work or don't want to work, and we pay for their fucking existence. And instead, because that would be politically damaging, because he's a racist, then he's a Muslim hater if he doesn't want to let the Muslims sit on their ass all fucking day doing nothing. No, that's not what he's saying. That's not what he would have to say. It's not Muslims, it's not that. It's all the people that can work that are not working, and there's Germans included in that too. And that's because the government allows it. So if you want to do something on the amount of hours worked in this country, Carsten Lindemann, yeah, if you want to do something to up the productivity in this country, Carsten Lindemann, you don't say, well, we should blame the fucking retired people for working too little. So now we're going to incentivize them to work more. Great, that's great for them, but that's not going to solve the overall problem, is it? You know what the only thing is that's going to solve the overall problem? Is making these fucking people work. We can't force them. We're not a concentration camp. We can't make them. No, that's right. You can't make them. But you can take away the free fucking money. You know how fast motherfuckers are going to be signing up to work at McDonald's, work in restaurants, work to be dishwashers, work to be fucking cab drivers, work to be truck drivers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of jobs that need to be done in the country. And the people that aren't doing them, the people that are going to be blamed by the CDU, yeah, are the retired people who deserve to not have to work and who shouldn't be put fucking on the chopping block at the behest of these fucking people, 50% of which are immigrants to the country, both legal and illegal, that are sitting on the government dime, which we pay for. You know what the solution to the economic problem would be there, Carsten Lindemann? Make them go to work. Take away the fucking free money. Take away the free ride. That's how it works in the whole fucking world, right? Even in America. America has barely any social safety nets, right? You get a little unemployment if you get fired or something like that, but you can't live on the shit forever. That doesn't work. You can't do that. You have to find a job. You know how many jobs I did when I was in the States when I first started working that I fucking hated? Why would I work at a job I hate, huh? Well, maybe because I need fucking money. Because the government wasn't fucking giving it to me like they do here. So I had to take a shit job that I just for money while I looked for a job that I liked. Right? That's how life is, people. Sorry. 4-day work week, work from home. Let's be an immigrant into the country. Let's not follow their rules, not follow their laws. Let's have no respect for them. Let's not speak their language. Let's not fucking go and do any work or do any jobs. Let's sit there because the government allows it. That's the thing. It's not the immigrants' fault, people. Right? It's this government's fault. And it's their attitude. Carsten Lindemann is the fucking problem. Right? He's the guy that says, no, well, he knows goddamn well that half of the fucking immigrants that come into the country or half of the people that are on this free money system are immigrants to the country, right? Both legal and illegal. Even illegal immigrants are getting social welfare programs. It's bonkers. And Carsten Lindemann knows that. But, he can't say that because then that's going to be a shitstorm for him because he's an Islamophobe and a racist and he doesn't like brown people and it's going to be all this shit again. And that's what he's scared of. He's a fucking pussy. Like all of these people. Like all of these fuckers. These fucking backstabbing pussy people. Again, my message every video, and you guys know it, is AFD is the only way. AFD is the only way, people. And y'all know it because they're the only ones that are going to have the fucking balls to actually put the people to work that need to be working. And not go to the retired people and say, well, guys, we really need your help here. Yeah, we're fucked. We don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what to do, guys. There's nothing we can... All we can do is try to get the retired people back out to the workforce because, there's nothing else. There's no other solution, guys. There's no other way, guys. No, there is another way. The big, obvious fucking way. Go through the Burger Geld list and everybody that can work or do a job, gets their fucking burger guilt cut completely within 6 months. You want to see how many fucking jobs are going to be taken up? Wow. You'll hit your mark in 6 months, people. Right? That's how you do that shit. You don't pussyfoot around because you're afraid of being called a racist or afraid of being, hatred against immigrants or whatever for just stating the fucking obvious. Karsten Lindemann is a douchebag. The motherfucker is going to blame the retired people for not working enough. You know, even though the plan behind it's great for them, for the retired people, if it gets through, it's not going to get through. Like I said, if it helps the people, it's not coming. Forget it. Right? Their interest is not helping the people at all. If it was, they wouldn't blame the economic problem and the high unemployment rate and the low productivity on fucking retired people. They would blame the people that are to blame. And those are the people that are in the government that are allowing people to sit on their fucking ass all day, every day and get money for it. That we have to, you want to keep this crazy social welfare craziness alive, and you want to put it out on the fucking retired people. These people are disgusting motherfuckers. They're demons, I'm telling you. They are literally evil incorporated, okay? They are. And they are horrible fucking people. And Karsten Lindemann is right along with him. You know, I kind of had some sympathy for that guy once in a while, but really, he's continuing to play a game he shouldn't be playing. He knows he didn't want to play. Right? You can tell that the motherfucker can't look at himself in the goddamn mirror, yet he still continues to play politics. He still continues to be part of the CDU party that is robbing the people of everything they've got in this country, and they're going to. They're going to be worse than the fucking Humble. And he is a part of it. So he gets no fucking slack from me. Fuck that guy. That he has the gall to get up there and say, yeah, the people that work the least are the retired people, guys. When there's, you know, fucking 10 million illegal immigrants or legal immigrants or immigrants or whatever on this fucking burger guilt money and doing nothing. And that, again, it also includes Germans. You know what I'm saying? For the people that don't know, all right? For the people that don't know, okay, in America or anybody listening to this in English, they've even got a fucking show that follows some of these burger guilt people around in their lives like a reality show. So not only are they getting free money while they could work, right? They get famous because they get like fucking, you know, they got fans and shit. That's crazy, dude. I'm sorry. No hate to those people. I mean, if they offered it to me that way, I'd probably do it. You know what I mean? No hate. But it's crazy that it's happening, right? It's crazy that these people are being idolized or lionized as like fucking TV stars, right? When they haven't really, you know. And I'll be honest, some of them have a legitimate claim they're not working, but there's a lot of people on that show that could work. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. You know what I mean? And if you take away the money, they're going to go to work because they're going to have to eat. You know what I mean? They're going to have to eat. So they're going to have to go to work. That's the way you fucking do this. Not say, well, let's incentivize the retired people because we don't want to tackle the actual problem because we're not about that. We want to keep the status quo the status quo. That's what we are at the CDU, CSU, SPD government. That's what they are. So, I mean, it's unbelievable, isn't it, right, guys? It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Now, I hope they get the plan through anyway for the retired people who want to work. This would be great for them. So I hope they make that, they're able to get it through. Like I said, I don't think they're going to. And that's all I got for today, guys. We'll see what other crazy shit comes up tomorrow. Maybe they'll try to backpedal on this idea. They're probably going to get a shitstorm over this. But I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy to hear these people talk. They are completely incompetent for this job. And that's clear thanks to Karsten Lindemann on Connor Milska. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.